I mean, particularly the first half, first 15 minutes, you just absolutely dominated and scored two great goals.
Yes, we expected a very difficult game from the beginning, the way they came out against Aston Villa here in the first game. They were really dominant, really aggressive. We wanted to avoid that type of game. We imposed ourselves in the game. We were really efficient in ball possession. We were really efficient in the box when we scored the two goals. And then obviously the game, that gave us a lot of confidence to go through the game.
The touch, the turn, the run from Gabriel Jesus that led to the first goal was just absolutely top class.
Yeah, that's something that you don't train. That's individual talent. He's got that. He's playing with such a confidence. He was involved again in two of the three goals. I'm really happy. His contribution to the team has been phenomenal.
No one really expects that from a 20-year-old centre-half, William Saliba. I mean, I think he'd scored once for Nice last season. That was it in his senior career. That's a great goal.
But he's training every day to improve in every area, and the boxes is one area that he can still improve, and he's so eager and so willing to do it and so humble at the same time. I'm delighted. I think he's performing really, really well. Ourselves in the game, we were really efficient in ball possession. We were really efficient in the box when we scored the two goals, and then obviously the game, that gave us a lot of confidence to go through the game.
The quality of sides here were clear to see, and that's going to be the case. That doesn't mean to say we can't be successful. That doesn't mean to say we can't win games. Of course we can, but certainly that we need to show certain elements of what we showed for second half, and not first half. Because it don't matter if it's Arsenal, don't matter what teams are coming here. You ain't got that ingredient as a team when you're us, when you're Bournemouth, what's just come up from the Championship, then yeah, you're going to fall way short.
The touch, the turn, the run from Gabriel Jesus that led to the first goal was just absolutely top class.
Yeah, that's something that you don't train. That's individual talent. He's got that. He's playing with such a confidence. He was involved again in two of the three goals. I'm really happy. His contribution to the team has been phenomenal.
You won't have seen this yet, but when William Saliba curled in his third goal, Alexander Zinchenko literally holds his head in his hands, which tells me he probably doesn't do it every day in training.
No, I've never seen him do it before, to be honest. But it was a great strike, a great goal, and yeah, really happy for him. He's performing really well, and he was a bit unlucky in the last game, and then yeah, to come back today and score in the right end, that's yeah, nice, and I'm really happy for him.
Well, we spoke about Saliba, didn't we, in week one, Jesus in week two, and it was another Arsenal newcomer that really caught your eye today.
Zinchenko, Gary, absolute class. He really is. It's another level now for these young players to aspire to, what he does on that left-hand side of the pitch. I was a bit worried about him when he first came about defensively. He didn't get much of a pre-season, but look how assured he is here. Look, that is pure class. Nothing ruffles him. He wins the ball and he gets out into that wide position. There's a nice movement that takes place here with Xhaka in midfield. He likes to come inside, and then there's that movement. Look, he's doing that to create space for Xhaka. Often it's he'll get down the line or he'll come inside, as he does on this occasion. Now he takes the touchline and he gets forward, and he's giving Arsenal a level of control. I feel he's a real game controller for Arsenal, certainly on that left-hand side. You can see danger. He reads that really well, picks out trouble, and Arsenal now going to another level. This is where I thought, OK, let's see what you've got defensively. Again, look, takes the ball comfortably. Not happy with that, though. He's looking to try and set up another attack, as he does there. And this time, we just joined him here. He spent 3 or 4 minutes in this Cancelo-like role, which we've seen him do at Man City. I know that Man City have played this way, but now Arsenal have got Man City players doing it here, and he does it with really good effect. And look at this. Look, he's flying, just a little nutmeg there. Absolute class. And it seems to be infectious with the rest of the players. Look, he's going to whip this one in a minute. He's saying to Saka, look, don't be on your heels, get that in there. I mean, this win percentage that he's got, Gary, is the highest in the Premier League. Yeah. Absolutely outstanding. Look at that.
I think also the fact that he can play central midfield, because he does so for the Ukrainians so well.
That's for Tierney sitting on the sidelines. I mean, there's a lot to choose from now, and he's setting the standards right now.
Yeah, a real talent. Saliba impressed again, and I think we've found haven't you found the inspiration for his goal from somewhere?
Well, I think he's an outstanding defender.
And you insisted on this.
Yes, there's an emphasis on Match of the Day of strikers, and it's not just strikers who can do this, Gary. Look at this for a finish. It's absolute quality. Yeah. And just to prove, really, that I can do this myself, we just thought we'd pick one out here. Look at that. Look.
Is that you?
Just, yeah, believe it or not, that is me.
For England.
Rasping drive. Look, looked up, picked out. I'm not sure what the keeper's doing,
Yeah,
by the way.
he bent it in the top corner. You just smacked it.
But
With
for
his weaker foot,
For some reason, Gary, for some reason you're sitting on the bench, so
I'm actually the only one standing applauding you, Martin.
you knew about the quality.
That's
You
leadership.
realised.
You look shocked.
Shocked.
I was the one who was shocked.
I think we all were, weren't we, really?
Yeah, and he just more loved, doesn't he? Because of that.
Yeah, but look, we can only look at the fact that City is so stacked. And when he first came to City and he scored goals and he looked a little bit like that, he looked very sharp. Because obviously he's come in at a time where he's thinking, I'm going to come in and at some stage I'm going to replace Aguero. So he started like that. But what he's realised, just like Dzeko before him, I saw Dzeko score 4 goals and not playing the next game. So what he's realised very quickly is that, you know, you could score 2 goals, you could play like he's played today, and you still won't play next week. That's demoralising. And, you know, that's why him going to Arsenal, like Jermaine rightly said, you know, even if he doesn't score, he's set up another 2 today. But we know that come the next Arsenal game, he will be starting. And he knows that. Yeah. So he's on a whole different level in respect of his mind and what he's thinking, because he knows he's going to get chances as well.
We'll come to Bournemouth in a moment, but a really impressive and comfortable day for Arsenal. And Gabriel Jesus didn't score, but he was right at the heart of everything, including that first goal, right?
Yeah, he's an amazing focal point. Everybody in the Arsenal fan base were delighted when he got there. But it was a hopeful ball up there. But once he controlled it and just started committing players, and then the vision to pass the ball into Martinelli, then look how many players Arsenal got in the box there. That's another thing that they've added to the game. In the way that there's the hopeful ball that's added to their game in respect of getting people in there. They need more goals. But when you've got somebody who's capable of doing this, committing players, he's committed, what, 3-4 players there? He's got 5 players in the box, 4 or 5 players in the box there, and it's a fantastic start.
Bournemouth didn't help themselves, they did.
No, not at all, because hopeful ball. And then if you watch it back there, it's that 3 against 1, and he does well to bring it down. And like Wright said, commit players, and that reverse pass was brilliant. To have that sort of vision. And then they get the luck from that and a goal.
And 6 minutes later, they were 2 down.
Again, you know, to concede, you know, so early again in the second bit of the game. So the ball goes wide here. It's a strange one because Lerma, you watch Lerma here and he points, right? He doesn't want to go with a runner for whatever reason. You know, he should sense danger. Goes too late, you know, and ball goes in the danger zone, and then you're 2-0 down. But for me, Lerma, he has to sense danger and get across there quicker. Then I believe that he prevents the goal. You see him here pointing, you know, no, you go with a runner, go early into that space.
And then,
yeah, you go early into that space and then you stop the cross going into the box, you know, and even when he gets into the box, he doesn't move his feet quick enough. The ball goes into the box, and then you get what you deserve.
So much space for Ødegaard in there as well, but I think that's one of the things that Scott Parker's talking about is the commitment and realising who you're playing against and what you've got to do, the effort you've got to put in to stop that, to stop Ben White getting that crossing, to not give Martin Ødegaard that much time in the box because they're going to punish you. They didn't do it, and they got rightly punished.
That was the stage in the first half. The second half, William Saliba, 21 years of age, 1 career goal in his life until this happened.
Yeah, you wouldn't have believed it the way he took this goal. But again, you're looking at Arsenal, you know, it's a free kick. Obviously, I've got a lot of people in the box, but when this comes back, you know, like Jermaine, he's got enough time there. He could have maybe even took a shot, but that's like the finish of a top striker, knowing exactly where you are around the box, because like you know that all you've got to do really, like I said to Jermaine earlier on, is just help it on. You know, look, he could have he could have maybe took a touch, but he didn't need it, and he's just helped it on beautifully. And that's a top class goal.
Yeah, that's a good
any striker would be delighted with that.
I think Scott Parker would be disappointed with that. That comes from a wide free kick. So you know the box. I mean, you see there, it's full of red shirts. No contact. You've got to get the first contact. Don't do that. You've got to dominate your area. Don't do that. Ball goes to the back post. There's a cut back. Again, it's who's going to engage to block the shot. It's too easy again, and a great finish.
And even a 4-time Premier League winner couldn't believe he'd done this. Watch, Alexander Zinchenko.
He's on his knees.
That's somebody who's obviously seen him do some unbelievable things in training, and now he's seen another unbelievable thing on a Saturday in a game, you know, and we know what the kind of calibre of player he's been around, and he's surprised. So I think there's a lot more to come from William Saliba, but I don't want to like gas him too much. I just want him to carry on doing what he's doing, like Mikel said.
12 months ago, we were sitting here, 3 games in for Arsenal. Not a single point, not a single goal. How different is it 12 months on? Give us an idea of the feel-good factor around the club.
You can imagine, you know, 12 months ago, it was bottom of the league. people laughing. Everybody's saying what's happened to Arsenal, laughing at us. But the fact is that what Mikel's done, what his staff have done, what the players have done, the signings have been great, the recruitment's been great, and they've turned it on its head. So you can imagine how they feel now. But because of that experience, they won't be getting carried away with what they're doing. They've got some games coming up that I think are winnable, and they'll be focusing on that and the next one, because you don't want to get too excited. You want to build up as many points as you can, because it's gonna get tough at some stage, and you just want to make sure you've got those points in the bag and the confidence continues to rise.
And a very quick word on your former club, Bournemouth. He was very honest, Scott Parker. They've got to learn quickly.
Yeah, they have to learn quickly. Obviously, it's only 3 games in. You know, there's a long way to go, but that's where you need your sort of like the leadership group to get together. And you know, you look forward to a next game, which is a tough game against Liverpool. But you know, Scotty said there, you know, that's the first thing you bring to a game: application. You know, getting close to people, just the basics. You know, of course, there's a tactical element in the game, but at the same time, that's the first thing you bring to a game. You know, energy levels. You know, and then after that, the football will take care of itself, because they're good players. If they weren't good players, they wouldn't have got promoted. So, yeah, I mean, going forward, you know, I'm sure Scotty will get the boys going again.
OK, from Arsenal to the other side of North London.